Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome back to Animalsbeingbros. You know, humans just aren't always the best at being nice to each other, and sometimes the animals need to step in. Even sometimes to each other, you know, they just help each other out, and all in all just make you go, oh, what a bro that is. So let's jump straight into it, shall we? Each year in Italy, animals are moved to higher ground to graze, but the lambs are too young to make the trip, so they're carried in special pouches worn by the donkeys. Oh, no way. That's crazy. They look so snug in a rug. And look at them. The donkeys don't seem to mind. I guess maybe they wouldn't even notice. I don't know if they're meant to be pack donkeys or not, but the lambs aren't going to really weigh anything. They're probably only 5 kilos each or something. I wonder at what age do they get transferred from, all right, we could carry you until you're 1, and then you got to walk. It's a harsh cutoff. You got to walk now. Come on, up the hill. Wherever we're going, you're coming, but you're walking now. But no, obviously the donkeys don't really know or care what's going on their backs. But still, the fact that the fact that someone thought this up to put lambs in little sacks on the side of the donkey. But yeah, you know, the fluffy one's got to help the other fluffy ones out. And it's just such a good picture as well. Like the lambs on the side and the donkey looking straight to camera. Oh, it's just so nice. Where was this, Italy? I'm surprised this isn't a tourist attraction or something. You just get everyone going there for the cute factor. But anyway, we really did start off on a high note. Jeez, that's going to be hard to beat. Cat rescued by the canine dog named Bob in Izmir earthquake. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, look at that puppy. The cat, oh wow, it looks like as though the cat only just made it out because it's got oxygen or something on it. Everyone's just giving Bob all the affection. Look at him. He's just, oh yeah, I'm a good guy. I am a good boy. Usually I would have just left the cat there to rot because those dirty cats, you know, me and dogs and cats, they don't really get along. But this guy goes, nah, puts their differences aside, and he found him. I'm sure he would have smelt the cat from a mile away and has been coaxed into finding it, but still, the fact that he actually found it in whatever rubble, I didn't actually hear about this earthquake. So I know nothing about how bad it is or anything, but the fact that cats and pets and people are getting stuck, it's pretty bad. Oh, but this side just really just makes you feel good, doesn't it? Like two-faced in, I just feel happy. All these animals just make you go, wow, that's so cool, it's so nice. There's plenty of things wrong in the world, but this isn't one of them. Snuggle buddies. Oh, cats and dogs again, 2 in a row. This one doesn't seem to be in as much danger, but oh, maybe not. Maybe, look, that could be a bit dangerous. Never mind the fact that the dog seems to be on top of the cat and might be squishing it a little bit, but that's all right. Animals do that all the time. See, but it's amazing when different species are born to hate each other. Of course they hate each other, but if you bring them up together, you know, they're going to be best friends like these two. There's plenty of other examples where cats and dogs and other random combinations, as we've seen before, are best friends that you go, how is a cheetah and, I don't know, a turtle best friends? But I'm sure it's out there in the world. But anyway, it's good that both cats and dogs like licks because then they can just do it to each other and it's all good. They don't have some human going, oh, no licks, so go away. They can just go to their heart's content. A brief kiss caught at the perfect time. Oh, wow, see? More licks. Dogs and they're licking. You know, like the title said, it's just a dog's way of giving a kiss. They got to be able to do it somehow. And so for the dolphin to come up and offer its nose, I don't know really what's going on here or if this is a setup or not, but still, either way, for the dog to not be freaked out by it and for the dolphin to even approach in the first place, and that's in both regards pretty impressive. I wonder if dolphins' tongue is long enough to do a lick like this. Obviously, dogs are renowned for a really long tongue, maybe not to the extent of something like a giraffe, but still, realistically, it's a long tongue. But if they do, this dog might be lucky because to get licked by a dolphin tongue, obviously this dog isn't too small, but a dolphin is way bigger than pretty much any dog imaginable. So to get licked by an entire dolphin tongue, you get knocked out as it licks you. But hey, everyone seems content and that's all that matters. You know, dogs often like to lick salty things and dolphins are going to be in salt water, I imagine. Well, then it's just a win-win for everyone, isn't it? Everyone gets a bit of the love, everyone gets a kiss and a hug and whatever else you want. Even though that guy in the back isn't getting a kiss from the dog, maybe he's in line for next. So, you know, I'm sure they'll share it around. I got you, bear brother. Oh my goodness, look at him. Is that a black bear and then an albino black bear? Or I don't think I've ever seen a white bear in that regard, and I wouldn't think they'd be living together like that, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know enough about bears. Man, you can really see how dangerous the bears can be. You know, look at those claws down here, that big paw. Obviously they look really cuddly in a way, otherwise you wouldn't have things like a teddy bear, but still, the fact that there's just such powerful creatures as well as being so cuddly. I guess that is the fact with a lot of things, you know, but I feel as though it's bears in particular, and maybe big cats as well. But anyway, that's just such a human kind of action, to put your arm around someone. That's something you would expect, like, well, I guess 2 brothers to do, or 2 mates to do to each other, but not animals, you know, in that kind of emotional sense. I'm sure someone out there, like, I don't know, David Attenborough could tell us what's going on here, but still, the fact that this picture is just perfectly timed to capture that moment, oh, it's just so nice to see. Every post just hits home. It just makes you so happy. You know, if you ever have a bad day, this is a sub to visit because you're just like, oh, there is people that care. You might not be getting it yourself, but you can see even animals can do it, so it just makes you feel good. One of these kitties is not like the others. Oh, no way. Oh, wait, I actually thought it was the other way around. I thought it was a bunch of birds and a cat, but no, it's a bunch of cats with a bird. That's even more impressive, because, you know, cats are so kind of aggressive against birds. And then he just climbed on top. Guys, out of the way. Get out of the way. Look at that other cat in the background. I was like, oi. Oi, that was my spot. Ah, whatever. I'll just go over here instead. Wow, so you're getting just random friendships. You know, he's kind of similar colors, to be fair. Maybe the cats haven't even noticed yet. He's going, geez, wow, what a mighty long neck you have. And what a mighty long beak you have. And you don't seem to eat what we eat, but anyway. I love it here. He seems to give him a little nibble on the head. I don't know if that's saying, oi, get off my foot or something, or if that's actually trying to, I don't know, get a flea or any little thing that he might have seen, but still, just the fact that he's pecking at the cat and the cat doesn't even care. The only thing is, obviously, cats do like to wrestle and fight sometimes, and I can't see the duck doing too well in one of those kind of fights, but as long as it kind of gets excluded from that part of this whole community of cats or whatever's going on here, I'm sure it'll be alright. You know, they all seem pretty chill with each other, and I guess if he's made it this far, he's probably going to be alright. Mr. and Mrs. Crowy and I are officially friends now. Oh, wow. Wait, what is that? What is the arrow pointing to? I don't even know what it is. Are they... Oh, is that something they've given you? They're fairly sure that crows give stuff to people that they kind of like, or I'm not too sure. I can't fully remember what it is. And so if these two crows are suddenly like, oi, you know that piece of rubbish we found yesterday? Yeah, we'll go give that to them. They'll love it. But no, I wonder if you've been feeding them or not. You know, if they're coming to the window all the time, or I guess you had to give them some kind of reason to come in the first place. So whatever that was, I can't imagine them just rocking up on, well, I was going to say your doorstep, but your windowsill for no reason. So I guess it makes sense if you have a connection there why they would bring stuff. I have no idea what it is though. I wonder if the comments will say what it is. I've read about a guy that would brought crows extra when they brought money, and eventually they brought bills, and he hoped to only bring money. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. Birds are so smart. So yeah, I don't know what that thing that you're pointing to is, and obviously we don't know who those crows are, but if you can train them up to bring money, well, passive income. Geez, that sounds like a win to me. Might take a little while to pull it off, but you know, it's all an investment, isn't it? Best friends forever. There's like 6 pixels here. But wait, is that I don't know, is that a dog carrying a cat? I don't know what it is. It looks almost like a tiny lamb, or I don't know. No, it's definitely a dog. What is going on? Why is the dog carrying the cat? I don't know if the cat seems to be enjoying it too much. It's kind of fighting it, even though it's balancing there. It's not like, wait, what's going on? See, but how did things like this even start in the first place? What, was the dog just one day just running bull at a gate, and then it just picked up the cat on the way and went, hey, I can do that. Yeah, I'll carry her around, no worries, it gives me extra exercise. And why it feels the need to carry the cat in the first place, you know, it doesn't seem like the cat's going that far, and if we even wanted to go inside, who knows? So, I don't know what's going on here. It's a bit of a strange one. You know, but the thing is, you'd never see it the other way around, would you? Cats are too up themselves and too personal to ever try and think about carrying anything else. You know, you hear stories of people getting presents delivered in the morning from the cats, but you'll never see it carrying a dog or any other animal. But anyway, once again, you know, we've seen so many posts, dogs are everyone's best friend. Doggies having quality surfing time with their dad. Damn, I wonder where that is. Surely that's Australia. There's no way that that's not. You know, they look like they're Australian cattle dogs or something. And the fact that it's surfing and everything, whoa, jumped over the top and then jumped on the back. Damn, how do you even train a dog to do that in the first place? How do you get it to have the confidence to do that and then just stay on your back the whole time? You wouldn't want to get dumped though, would you? I wonder if the dogs enjoy it or if they kind of tolerate it. Because I don't know, they don't seem to love it, but they definitely don't hate it. You know, look, they seem pretty happy now that they're back on sand, tails wagging, but they were definitely not freaking out when they're on the board. You know, they've got their really wide stance, wide front legs, wide back legs, extra stability. But yeah, I really wonder how you even could go about training a dog to even consider doing this. If you were to explain that to a human that had never gone surfing before, and you know, what do you want to do? You want to take me out paddle surfing and then have me jump on your back. Like, what is it? That is never going to work, and I'm not comfortable doing that. Yeah, dogs just get on with it. They're happy to give things a try, and if they're out and about, they're generally pretty happy overall. So yeah, they don't seem to hate it, and that's all good. Gets them out and about in the water, out in the sun, and I guess the guy gets to surf and doesn't have to worry about where the dogs are because he knows exactly where they are. They're on his board. They don't have to leave them on the beach with someone else or not have to bring them. Everyone gets a bit of time out in the sun. A mother polar bear breaking through thin ice at different intervals so her cub can stop to breathe. Wow. Oh, wow. You can see all the holes there that she's made. Look how many she's made. She seems to be making heaps. And I wouldn't even call that thin ice. Maybe it's thin for a polar bear, but that's a couple inches thick. I guess it is a little bit sludgy. It's not solid ice, it looks like, but still, you can see the kind of force that it takes to break through it. But man, I wonder how far the mum could swim underwater. That's so impressive that they know to do that. The fact that she realizes that her breathing is better than the cub's, that's just nature being incredible. I wonder how they're filming this though. Is this on a drone or is this on a little really lightweight buggy? How are they doing this? Are they in a boat? Sure, if they're in a boat, they'd be carving through the ice, so I don't know how that would work. But anyway, wow, I wonder if there's one cub or if there's another. I don't know how many kids polar bears have, but I think it said cubs. Oh no, it just said cub, so that makes sense. He really doesn't get very fast, does he? It'd be a slow journey if you had a long distance to cover. It'd be really exhausting for the mum to do. Obviously, the cub's going to be exhausted too because it's a lot of effort if you're not really good at it. But for the mum to continually just break holes in the ice and smash it open with her head, that's so impressive. God, there's just things that happen every day that you have no idea, and then you see this and you go, well, of course, it makes so much sense, but why would you have thought that that's a thing beforehand? So I guess that's what we've learned today with polar bears poking a hole in the ice. Farm dog and his kid. Oh, a little goat or something going up onto a dog. Dog doesn't seem to care. This is obviously not the first time. Just flopping over and just no care. Like, yep. Every 10 minutes this happens. I've dealt with it 24/7 for the last 6 months and they still haven't learned and I just gave up trying. I do find it funny that it's always baby animals that just have to climb over things and other animals, don't they? They just love to explore, but it often leads to them just going up and over people, their mums, other animals in this case. You know, just anything they can climb over, they will attempt to just because they can. And I just love with this one, it's just so not graceful at all. You know, the stiff arm around the neck and then, oh no, I'm gone. You know, maybe that's why there's the soft pillow there. It's just so it can flop over and it's all good. It won't hurt its back. And then the dog just yawns. That's how uninterested it is in the whole thing. You know, it's just like, yep, like I said, just happens every 5 minutes. The video actually cuts off, but what we don't see is them just doing 50 laps over and over and over and over and over again. So that by that point, the dog's just, yep, this is my life now. I am a goat obstacle course, and that's all I am. So don't worry, dog. There's plenty of worse things to be in the world. He watches and he loves. Oh, wow. What a photo. Look how high res that is. Let's zoom into this. Whoa. Damn, it doesn't look as good when we zoomed in, but there's still a lot of detail in this photo. You know, we may not know what the dog's intentions are in particular with these ducks, but you know, from what we've seen, it's nothing vicious or anything. Unless it's just what they do, I imagine it's just really curious going, what are these things? It might have seen bigger birds and bigger ducks, but it's never seen a little duckling. You know, they're super chirpy and super fluffy and yellow. It would just pique the dog's interest so much going, wow, what is this? It's just hours of entertainment. And hey, if the dog stops other bigger animals from coming by trying to, you know, interfere with the ducks, yeah, it's just a good thing to have them around. I just love that intense stare though. If you look at those eyes, it just looks as though it's just unblinking attention. Just so curious as to what it is. They're just going, wow, I'm just never taking my eye off this thing. And hey, it's also good for the ducks. You know, they become comfortable around the dog. You know, it's not like you suddenly brought them in and they're really scared of this big dog. They've seen that they're in no danger. And so, you know, as they grow up, they can grow up together. Mum owns a ranch, real life Puss in Boots with his friend Donkey. Oh, come on now. We're missing the boots and the hat, but everything else is pretty good. The colors on point and you got Donkey involved. You know, I don't know if Shrek's coming around anytime soon, but maybe that can be arranged. But really, I'm just taken aback that you said ranch. When I think of ranch, I do not think of an entire wasteland looking thing of snow. I guess often deserts and those kind of places do get really cold, but I've never expected them to snow like that. That is a decent snow coverage. And so it makes sense, you know, the dog has got nice big feet. It can go through the snow, no worries. It won't freeze its feet off. And for the cat to go through the snow, it's going to have snow up to its elbows and it's going to be freezing its little toes off. So I don't know about you, but if I was a cat, I'd definitely do the same thing. You know, you got a nice warm blanket, nice and woolly, easy to grip onto, that just carries you around. You get to see all the sights, but you don't even have to move. It's always just amazing the amount of little animals that big animals host. What do we have before? We had the lambs and the donkey again. There we go. And now we've got a cat here. You know, just everything about the animals living together in syncrecy. You know, like in this case, I would be surprised if that donkey can even feel the cat on its back. It'd probably know it's there because it would feel it kind of getting up, but it would just forget it that it's even there if the cat's not moving all day. See, so this just shows you if you're able to help someone out, just help them out and, you know, support them when you can. You know, sometimes there are just the best people for the job, and in this case, it's donkey in snow compared to cat in snow. I'll never leave you alone. Oh, little buddy. What's going on? Is it at the vet or something? Or is it, oh no, it's just at a hospital. What's going on? I wonder what, obviously they're going in for a surgery or something. See, again, the dog's just so curious. It wants to know what's going on. I don't know what's happened here. Hopefully they're being dismissed and they're going home. And it's not the kind of opposite or anything. You know, regardless of whatever's happened to that guy, hopefully he's all right now. But that dog is just kind of so attached. It's just amazing. Like the title said, it just doesn't want to leave his side. Like just then, look, here we go. Where is it? When they're getting wheeled out, it kind of goes, okay, there's a bit of commotion. What is that? Is that who I'm looking for? Is that who I'm looking for? The nose goes up. Oh, I smelt him. It mine. And then the tail starts going when it realizes who he is. And it's just super nice to see that it was actually allowed. Like, there's so many places where the dog just wouldn't be allowed to do that, I feel. I am fairly certain that would not be allowed to happen in Australia. It would be like, no, the dog's not coming, ambulance, get out of here, no way. But wherever this is, obviously it's allowed, and that's great to see. But anyway, it's just so wholesome to see. Once again, man's best friend. Pure love. Oh, we got more cats licking dogs and dogs licking cats. Just snuggle buddies for 2.0 is what this is. Look at that big arm just protecting the cat, you know. Oh, you're nice and safe. Don't worry, you just sleep. I'll give you nice and licks. The cat's tail just slightly flicking in recognition. I can't even imagine how fluffy a cat feels when you're already fluffy. Like, I don't know if they cancel each other out and it doesn't feel like anything, or if it's just double fluff and double soft. So yeah, anyway, just two best mates hanging out on the couch, keeping each other company. What else could you ask for out of these two, really? Aw. Wait, what? The duck's just preening the dog. Oh, and then the paw came up. Wait, did I miss that? Was that from the start? Was it? No. Oh yeah, the paw. I didn't even see it. Wow, the paw color blends in perfectly with the duck. That was such an optical illusion at the start. But yeah, and then he takes it. Oh, yep. See you later. Oh, we're going places together. They were just made for each other, weren't they? The dog can protect the duck and the duck can protect the dog. It's just a perfect relationship, really. See, I think if there was just one message with this entire sub that summed it all up, it's just that friends help each other out, really. And again, we've just shown that that's the case, regardless of what species they are. I clipped this out of a newspaper in 2005, framed it, and it's been on my wall ever since. 3 lions guard girl until help arrives. Addis Ababa, I don't know, Ethiopia. A 12-year-old girl who was adopted and beaten by men trying to force her into marriage, who was found guarded by 3 lions who had apparently chased off her captors, and policemen said this Tuesday. What? They stood guard until we found her, and then just like that, they left like a gift. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's ridiculous. I've never even heard of this anything. How is this just like not top of all time? It's just crazy to think that the lions, I don't know, what were they hearing the sound, or were they hearing the commotion? What was going on that made them go, we're going to protect that thing and chase those things off? And then they decided that the help is friendly and not foe. Like, everything about that. There's so many decisions that they seem to have taken. They're saying, and then stood guard until they found him, and then left like a gift, apparently. Like, what? None of that makes any sense. So, wow, I just don't see how this isn't top of all time. I always think that big cats seem to behave more like dogs than cats. You know, they travel in packs and they seem to have just generally more emotion in the whole pack and personality than a household cat often. And so, yeah, I feel like a bunch of dogs could have done this too, but man, for it to be lions that had this happen, that is just insane. I'd love to meet the girl and be able to talk to her about the whole situation, because it just seems like something out of a movie. Something someone could only dream up, but not actually be a reality. So yeah, wouldn't you just feel like something shining down on you in that moment? My goodness. That was almost a catastrophe. Is that it? Oh yeah, cats. We got more and more cats. Oh, that looks as though they're about to fight. Oh, okay. Oh, come on, guys. Break it up. Oh, no, get out of here. Oh, and then just a little sniff. You're going to back down if we go face to face and I sniff your nose. Again, it's just amazing that the cat recognized that there's something going on here, came over, was able to relieve the tension and then deal with it, and then nothing happened from it. I just don't see how this is a thing that can happen. It is really just like a movie scene where 2 guys in a bar are fighting, and then the wife comes over and just relieves all the tension, and it's all good all of a sudden. Again, it would only be something you would see written, not actually happen in real life. It is just insane to see it. However, I do wonder why you're filming. I guess maybe you were expecting the cats to fight and you wanted to get that on video or something, but then you got this golden moment instead, something way better. I would just be completely taken aback if this happened. I wouldn't believe my eyes. And the top of the month for Animals Being Bros is this is my wife's cat that still lives at her parents'. I'm kind of his favorite. Oh, high five. See, I can see exactly why this is the top post of the month. Because I feel as though the rest of them are animals to animals, which is always very impressive. But the kind of root of the sub was so often animals being nice to humans. And so to see this from a cat, you know, you might be able to teach a dog shake or whatnot, but to see this from a cat that is putting its paw up and high-fiving you, oh man, you really, like you said, you really would feel like its favorite, wouldn't you? I can have one thing for sure. This man will be spared when the cats take over the world. This cat will stick up for him and go, guys, no. This one is my favorite. I am allowed to have a +1 and I'm bringing him. So yeah, this is a lucky guy. I can't imagine many people ever experience that kind of compassion from a cat. Usually they're like, stuff you, I'm out, feed me, and stuff you again. But that is going to do it for Animals Being Bros. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to do the YouTube analytical things down below. Other than that, I've been posting a lot of these videos, so maybe you want to check some of the other ones out, or maybe you want to look at the last Animals Being Bros. And perhaps you want to consider subscribing so you don't miss another one in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.